It's Monopoly! My National Parks edition. It's a Monday, and it's a Monopoly Monday. This is My National Parks edition. Customize your game with over 100 national parks. Let's check it out. So it comes with 6 collectible pewter tokens, a bicycle, a bison, a cannon, a canoe, the Statue of Liberty, and a ranger hat. You ever been to a national park? I've been to a few national parks. They're pretty cool. I like parks. National parks cool. So in this is one of those My editions. The My editions all somewhat look like this. Hey, where's the properties? What? There's no properties. Huh? How can it be? The only properties that exist are the railroads. The railroads, camping gear, trees, and a bear, nature. So these are like community chests and chance cards here. And these are like the railroads. And then you got waterfall and night sky are your utilities. So, there's no properties. What? Oh, wait. You get to decide for yourself what properties go where. So here's like all these different Monopoly game, My National Parks edition game board removable labels. You can put them on there and you decide where they go. It's your choice. You decide. It's my Monopoly. You decide. You got like Adams, Booker T. Washington, Boston, African American, Brown versus Board of Education, Castle Clinton, Central High School, Eleanor Roosevelt, Frederick Douglass, George Washington Carver, Independence, John F. Kennedy, Juan Bautista de Anzia, Lincoln Memorial, Lowell, Maggie L. Walker, Manzamore, Martin Luther King Jr., Nicodemus, Pipe Spring, Rosie the Reverter, War II Homefront, Selma to Montgomery, Sitka, Springfield Armory, Gettysburg, Tuskegee Institute, Women's Rights, Andersonville, Ford's Theater, Sequoia, Arlington House, Cedar Creek and Belgrove, Chickamauga and Chattanooga, Clara Barton, Shiloh, Fort Donelson, Fort Point, Fredericksburg and Spotsylvania Battlefields Memorial, Fort Washington, Fort Sumter, Mesa Verde, Harpers Ferry, Kennesaw Mountain, Manassas, Monocacy, Pea Ridge, Pecos, Petersburg, Richmond, Anaheim, Stones River, Vicksburg. But wait, there's more! Wilson's Creek, Apostle Islands, Astragal Island, Biscayne, Boston Harbor Islands, Cape Haratis, Cape Lookout, Chattahoochee River, Delaware Water Gap, Dry Tortugas, Fire Island, Glen Canyon, Death Valley, Gulf Islands, Indiana Dunes, Cloco, Hanaku Highway, Lake Mead, Lake Meredith, Everglades, Pardee Island, Pictured Rocks, Point Reyes, War in the Pacific, San Francisco Maritime, Sleeping Bear Dunes, Virgin Islands, Rocky Mountain, Arcadia, Archies, Badlands, Bruce Canyon, Carlsbad Caverns, Carter Lake, Cuyahoga Valley, Guadalupe Mountains, Lake Roosevelt Glacier, Isle Royale, Grand Teton, Great Smoky Mountains, Hawaii Volcanoes, Grand Canyon, Joshua Tree, Mammoth Cave, Yosemite, Mount Rainier, Olympic, Appomattox Courthouse, Salem Maritime, Shenandoah, Wind Cave, Yellowstone, Statue of Liberty, and Zion. These are all of the parks. These are probably not all of the national parks in the United States of America, but that's a lot of them. So, let's check it out. You got, of course, you put those stickers wherever you want, and then here's the name stickers. So you put the name stickers on these cards at the top. See, it's blank. You got these cards, which are our Chance Community Chess cards, which I think they're called Forest and Trees. I'm not sure, but let's just look at them and see what they say, since we got plenty of time. This one's advanced token to the nearest animal. Oh, it's called Trails. Okay, this one's called Trails. Another advanced token nearest animal. This one's it's National Park Week. Advanced token to the night sky or the waterfall. This one says, help parks get ready for the 2016 National Park Centennial. Advanced to Space 40. Well, they have to write advanced to space because, well, which is basically Space 40 is Boardwalk. They have to say space because they don't know what you're going to put on there. So this one's earn your Junior Ranger badge, collect $50. This one's remove non-native plant species from Point Reyes National Seashore, collect $150. This one's promoted a park superintendent, pay each player $50. This one's remove national artifact from park, go back through spaces. You got in trouble for that because I heard removing something from a national park without permission is against the laws. Even though it's public property, it shouldn't be. I mean, especially if it's something small, it shouldn't. Here's the campground renovations. So basically, you have, instead of houses and hotels, which are right there, you have tents and cabin and ranger stations. Tents are the little green houses, and the ranger stations are basically hotels. So this one's your renovations. So you pay $25 a tent, $100 a station. This one says left food out, go directly to jail. Don't need to be leaving the food out now. Animals get it. Go surfing at Virgin Islands National Park, pay $15. I'm pretty sure it costs more than $15 to do that, but they have to put this game in realistic. They have to put this game kind of like all the other Monopoly games. They have to pretty much use the same prices and everything, even though prices are different now. Anyway, here's one that says explore the Florida Everglades, advance to the alligator. You collect, if you pass go, which is right there, the cute little alligator. Here's one that says advance to go collect $200. Basically, it says you visit all 391 national parks. It tells you there's 391 national parks. I do not believe we saw all 391 national parks stickers in this game. But here is a map of all of America, of the United States of America, and all of its parks. All of them are on here. In this map, every national park is on here. What's the closest national park to you? The closest national park to me that's in the state of Tennessee, looks like it's Shiloh. But it might be Brazos Crossroads in Mississippi. It looks like it might be a little closer than to my home city. What's your home city, and what's the closest national park to you? Pause this area right here and look at it and take a screenshot of it or whatever, and you can maybe get it all. Here's Alaska. Alaska's got, there's the United States. So, what do you, write a comment down below if you, of a national park you've been to, of your favorite national park you've been to, of, what national parks you've gone to, what's the closest one to your city, that you live in, stuff like that. This one says, support the Flight 93 Memorial Campaign. Advance to Space 12. If you pass this go, collect $200. This one basically says, see the Milky Way while stargazing at Massive Verde National Park. Advance to Space 25. And this one is a volunteer at the Cherry Blossom Festival to get out of jail free card. So those are trails and these are trees. This one says, explore Civil War battlefields, collect $10. This one says, help restore volumes from the library collection of Frederick Douglass, collect $20. This one says, donate to the First Bloom Project, collect $25. Now, if you're donating, shouldn't you be paying $25? Help a park ranger plant native plant species, get out of jail free card. Actually, that was probably community service. Did some community service so you wouldn't go into jail. Raise money for trail restoration, collect $45. This one says, help preserve your parks, become a VIP volunteer in parks, collect $100. If you paid money to be a VIP, wouldn't you pay $100, not collect? But again, they gotta think of stuff that would be pretty much equal to the original Monopolies cards. Just like all special edition Monopolies do, they pretty much try to come up with something that they can include on these cards that would be pretty much equal to one of the other original Monopolies chance or communication chest cards. This one says, catch a rare sighting of the Hawaiian monk seal at Calico Honokolo National Historical Park, collect $100. This one says, earn your Web Rangers certificate, collect $100. This one says, win share the experience photo contest, collect $200. This one says, set off fireworks in the park, go to jail. This one says your campgrounds need repair, so pay $40 a tent and $115 per ranger station. This one says tour your favorite park all year. Buy a pass, pay $50. This one says feed wild animals, pay $150. This one says caught littering, pay $100. Yeah, you need to keep our parks clean. Don't be littering now. Come on. Take a hike, advance to go, collect $200. And this one says, win the Junior Ranger essay contest, collect $50 from every player. So, you got that. Of course, you got the money. $500 bills in orange, 100 in yellow, 50s in blue. They all pretty much look the same. They have different images on them. Like the $500 bill has Mr. Monopoly in a canoe. $100 bill has Mr. Monopoly fishing. The $50 bill has Mr. Monopoly hiking, backpacking. $20 bill has him mountain climbing. So that's kind of cool. $10 bill has him, he's got a map and looks like he's about to go hiking or mountaineering or camping or whatever. So, the $5 bill has him out, camping, roasting some food, marshmallows, on the open fire. So, that's kind of cool. And the $1 bill has Mr. Monopoly hiking again. But you see the backpacking, hiking, mountain climbing and stuff. So all kinds of different things you can do in the national parks. Let's look at the little ponds. Here's the cannon. So you got this little cannon. Now, you do have a cannon in a classic Monopoly game. The Monopoly games usually come with 6 to 8 pieces. I believe this one only came with 6. So you got this cannon. Then you got this canoe. Look at this canoe. Nice little canoe. So there's lots of things you can do in national parks. Hunt, fish, camp, hike, mountain. Here's a bison piece. Mountain climb, backpack, all kinds of cool fun things to do to explore nature. Here's a ranger's hat. Now, we do know that you have a hat in the regular Monopoly game, but this one decided to give us a park ranger's hat, so that's pretty cool. And here's a bicycle, because you can, some national parks have bike trails, so you can do bicycling. And can't have a car. Come on now. And here's the Statue of Liberty, which is a national park, by the way, the Statue of Liberty, which was given to us by France after we saved their butt in World War I, World War II. So there's the Statue of Liberty. So we got this. Here's the rules. I mean, most people probably already know how to play Monopoly, but in case you don't, here's the rules. There's not much different between this game, this version, and the regular version. I mean, they're still practically the same. Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. Let's try that again. Page 1. Page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, there's that. And this is a neat little book. This 14-page book about America's national parks. This National Parks edition of Monopoly game is created in cooperation with the National Parks Foundation to share the beauty and grandeur of America's national parks and provide a unique and entertaining way to learn more about them. The National Park Foundation is the congressionally chartered nonprofit partner of America's national parks. NPF's mission is to strengthen the enduring connection between the American people and their national parks by raising private funds, making strategic grants, granting innovative partnerships, increasing public awareness as an insider's guide to unlocking the wonders of the national parks. NPF is here to tell the stories of the national parks experience and to educate and inspire people to get involved with the national parks, whether through making donations, becoming volunteers, or simply helping to spread the word about America's greatest treasures. To learn more about the National Parks Foundation, please visit our website at www.nationalparks.org, which I think I'm going to leave that in the description of this video. So that I'll leave that in that website in the description of this video so that it'll help you go directly to it if you want it. Inside this booklet contains exciting facts and information about 105 national parks. So this is pretty cool. It has information about 105 national parks. Now, that's not all of them, but that's still pretty cool. The 105 that you can decide which ones you want. This has a little information about each one. Included in this game. Turn the page to read about the unique historical and educational value that each of these parks offer for all to enjoy in generations to come. You have the Civil War park sites like Andersonville, Anaheim, Appomattox, Arlington House, Cedar Creek and Belle Grove, Chickamauga and Chattanooga, Clara Barton National Historic Site, Ford's Theater, and Fort Donelson, Fort Point, Fort Sumter, Fort Washington, Fredericksburg and Spotsylvania, Gettysburg, Harper's Ferry, Kennesaw, Manassas, Monterey, Pea Ridge, Pecos, Pittsburgh, Richmond National Battlefield Park, Shiloh, Stones River, Vicksburg, Wilson's Creek. Then you have ocean, lake, and river parks like the Apostle Islands, Astrig Island, Biscayne National Park, Boston Harbor Islands, Cape Hatteras Seashore, Cape Lookout, Chattahoochee River, Delaware Water Gap, Dry Tortugas, Fire Island, Glen Canyon, Guadalupe Mountains, Gulf Islands. These are Indiana Dunes, Cacocano National Historical Park, Lake Mead, Lake Meredith, Lake Roosevelt, Pardee Island, Pictured Rocks, Point Reyes, Solomon Maritime, San Francisco Maritime, Sleeping Bear Dunes, Virgin Islands, Warren Pacific National Historical Park, and then we have civil liberty and human rights parks. The interesting thing is how they broke these up into different ones. So you could play a game that's just Civil War parks, or just ocean, lakes, and river parks, or just civil liberties and human rights parks, like Adams National Historic Park, Booker T. Washington, Boston African American National Historic Site, Brown versus Board of Education, which needs to be overturned, Castle Clinton, Central High School, and Castle Clinton is to honor DeWitt Clinton, not Bill Clinton. It's not his library. That's a different thing. Presidents have their own libraries. Not the same as national parks. Okay. Eleanor Roosevelt, Frederick Douglass, George Washington Carver, Independence National Historical Site, John F. Kennedy National Historical Site. Now, some presidents do have their own historical sites. Lincoln Memorial, Juan Bautista Elizalde, Loyola National, Maggie J. Walker, Mansour National, Martin Luther King Jr. But wait, we'll flip it over and there's more. Nicodemus, Pipe Spring National, Rose the Rivertory, World War II Homefront National, Selma de Montgomery, Sitka National, Springfield Armory, Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island, Tuskegee Institute, Women's Rights National Historical Site. And here's natural and scenic parks. These are the ones that you just go and you just get to see the scene. Those other parks were places you could learn things. Which I like learning things too. You learn about history and the civil rights movements and different little things that happened and that affected how we do things politically nowadays. Here's one, National Historic Parks. Again, Arcadia, Archies, Badlands, Bryce Canyon, Carlsbad Caverns, Carter Lake, Shahoga Valley. Also, the ones about the rivers and oceans were ones that you could visit and explore too, but also learn about oceans. So this is you learn about land. The other ones you learn about the sea. Death Valley, Everglades, Glacier, Grand Canyon, Grand Teton, Great Smoky Mountains, Hawaii volcanoes, Isle Royale, Joshua Tree, Mount Rainier, Mammoth Cave, Mesa Verde, Olympic National, Rocky Mountain, Sequoia, Shenandoah, Wind Cave, Yellowstone, Yosemite, Zion National Park. And here's a couple of more parks that are featured in this game, like Laysan Volcanic National, North Cascades National, Veneral Falls, Shemant National, Bryce Canyon, and Joshua Tree National Park. So, there's all those different parks. That's a lot of parks. So, maybe next summer or some time you get a vacation, you should go to visit one of these national parks. I mean, if you like history and historical stuff, you can visit the historical national parks. If you like nature and that kind of stuff, you can visit the natural historical parks. If you like the oceans and rivers and lakes and stuff, you can visit those national parks. This just is a small sampling of 105, as they mentioned, different ones. For more information about buying cool, fun games, like all kinds of different brands of Monopoly, you can go to usaopoly.com. Which I'll leave that in the description too. Here's a few other ones you can get. There's Monopoly Planet Earth. There's Monopoly Narnia. There's Monopoly Snowboarding Edition. Monopoly My Villains. I actually believe I have that one. I will probably do a review of that one too for you sometime. Because I believe I have the My Villains Monopoly. There's Monopoly Transformers. Now I have Risk, two different versions of Risk Transformers, which I will do a review of Risk Transformers for y'all one day. Maybe today. Who knows? There's Monopoly Wizard of Oz. I actually have Life Wizard of Oz. I will have to do a Life Wizard of Oz review for y'all someday. There's My Fantasy Football, and then there's Dog Edition Monopoly. So, there's all these different versions of Monopoly. You can, so if you like Monopoly games, you probably will like this one, and you'll probably like the My Edition Monopoly games too, because they're much cooler because you get to pick and choose. The collector's edition ones are cooler too because of the simple fact that you get to find one based off of what you like instead of just their classic regular Monopoly. So that will be the game for today. And everybody like, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day. And remember that Jesus loves you, and keep on playing Monopoly games or playing board games, and follow me, subscribe, press the button notification if you like reviews on board games and stuff like that. And later.